Hello, I'm Joan Horner, and I'm so happy to speak to you and tell you a little bit about Premier Designs. When Andy and I began thinking of developing a new company, we both wanted more than just a direct sales company. In fact, sales never really entered our minds. We wanted a company that could help people meet their financial needs, to enrich the lives of all we meet, and to enable mothers to stay at home with their children. Premier Designs was founded on November the 5th, 1985. We selected our founding verse from the book of Proverbs to remind us that God expects us to have fair dealings. Our verse says it this way: "The Lord demands fairness in every business deal. He sets the standard." We would build the company based on biblical principles and have a clear philosophy, purpose, and plan. Today, we still have the same core values. It is true that we can honor the present by never forgetting the past. There are some things we must never forget. To help future Premier Jewelers remember, we have developed a heritage series. It has 3 parts: who, why, and what we are, why we selected home shows, and then a little bit about the Horner Premier Foundation. All new designer leadership will receive all 3. For our founding month, in November, you will see and hear Andy as he shares part 1 of who, why, and what we are. Andy originally recorded these words a few years ago, and the exciting part to me is that none of the philosophy, purpose, and plan has changed since that day in November 1985. Now, here is my husband, Andy Horner.
You know, time really flies by. The Premier is to continue like we are in the years ahead. There are some things that we really need to remember. I'm sitting here at a table, which we now have here at our home office, where we sat around and made the decisions about our new company. It was November of 1985 when we incorporated. I have here one of our first brochures, and it's just amazing when I think about the philosophy, the purpose, and the plan. It's still the same. It was around this table that we wrote that philosophy that said that we would believe in a God who created each of us very unique, very special, and with potential. God has a plan and a purpose for our lives. It was here when we wrote our purpose and stated that we wanted to enrich every life we touch, and that service would be our motivation, not selling. It was here that we determined home shows would be our marketing plan, and hostesses would be our focus. You know, thinking about it now, we didn't understand how different we were going to be. We made decisions early on that we did not really understand. Like everyone will come in the same way, one-on-one, and we'll start with a kit and hold home shows. No outside multi-level promoters would be brought in to expedite our growth. We'd control our growth and not let fast growth put demands and pressure on us that we'd have to change our way of operating. You know, it's been very tempting at times when we could have brought in sizable groups that were offered to us, but we didn't do that. And you must realize that if I'd have started a company many years ago, my nature would not have permitted me to be as patient and follow the present plan. I was very self-centered, and worldly success motivated me. I did well, but no matter how good I achieved, it never was enough to satisfy me. But at 62, God had prepared me. You see, most of my Christian life, I was wanting to serve the Lord in my way and my thinking. I measured my spiritual growth in my spiritual life on my performance. Little did I know I would burn out before God could get my attention and develop His plan for my life. You've heard me say many times, I did not see any bright lights and I didn't see any angels appearing. But God was leading me to do something. Direct sales would not have been our choice. I struggled with this. And after God blocked a major opportunity that I thought would have been great, I was saddened and very disappointed. Yet it was when I said, Lord, I can't do this. I don't want any part of direct sales. It was then that he said to me, Andrew, I've been waiting for 40 years for you to say that. Now let me do it. And he has. And he will continue to bless us. 11 years, and look at what he has done. It's amazing. The philosophy, the purpose, the plan is still the same. That's no small accomplishment in today's world. Service is still our focus. We have one of the best marketing plans, and we have the best hostess plan. We have one of the highest retention rates. Our people earn more money. Our average is more per month compared to our industry. We've been able to reaffirm the worth and the value of many, and many lives have been changed and have found eternal hope. Could Joan and I have ever predicted or done this? No, there's no way. God answered my prayers and put us into a business with a ministry beyond anything that we could ever imagine or dream of. We're so grateful for the opportunity to be part of the Premier adventure. And our best days are still ahead. Please remember what I've said so many times. We're not a religion. We're not a denomination. We're not a missionary organization. What are we then? We're a well-managed, strong corporation operating using all of the best management and marketing principles. We tell the truth. We keep our promises and know that people are the reason for any success that we might have. Let me share something with you from my notes. Would you agree to commit with Joan and me that in our company some things might change, like our products and our methods, but never our biblical philosophy or our purpose or our plan? A philosophy that we can build lives and families and businesses and gives us hope for the present and for eternity. A plan that gives us the opportunity to go into thousands of homes with a heart full of hope and a desire to serve. We need to and can make money in our business. But Ecclesiastes 5:10 tells us, he who loves money shall never have enough. The foolishness of thinking that wealth brings happiness. And then it says again in Ecclesiastes 5:19 and 20. And of course, it's very good if a man has received wealth from the Lord and good health to enjoy it. To enjoy your work and accept your lot in life, that is indeed a gift from God. What is our desire for you? As leaders, will you commit to do your best? Be involved with those you lead. Continue to share the opportunity and work hard. You can make money and lose your values, forgetting about truth, forget about integrity, forget about honesty. Truth and integrity to us are very valuable assets. And our focus is not on the bottom line, but it's on the top line, which is our people. And you can't do anything for others, our people and your people, that they won't do something good for you. We've had several offers from other people who would like to join Premier, who promised to come in and double our business and increase our bottom line within a few years. But because of our founding principles, we'd rather have 100 people who really believe in what we're doing than 1,000 who just have an interest in power and profits. You who receive this tape must always remember what I'm sharing with you. You will be responsible to carry on with Premier, never forgetting the foundation of our company is not in the product. It's not in our programs. It's not in our philosophy. What we believe is built on the Word of God. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the Word of God will endure forever. Remembering daily what we have carved in the front of our entrance. I'm among you as he that serves. Luke 22:27. You know, it has been a process, and as we took one step at a time, God confirmed we were in his will. How? By giving us peace and strength in good times and in the bad times. And we claim two special verses that have given us confidence many times. Philippians 2:13, for it is God working in you, giving you the will, the power to achieve his purposes. And then my favorite, Philippians 1:6, be confident of this one thing, God has begun a good work in you, and he will complete it. Why did we start Premier and invest 11 years of our lives? It was not something we really planned on or wanted to do. After 17 years, I was tired, burned out in direct sales industry. We did it because we know God called us to it. You cannot reflect on the past or read the story without knowing it just didn't happen by chance. In all honesty, up until a year after I left Home Interiors, the thought never occurred to me about starting a company. Direct sales had never been an option I would have ever considered. You see, God's ways are not always our ways. We took several pathways, and all were blocked and never worked out. Premier was born after much prayer, counseling, and hesitation. Little did we know the road our lives would take, through the hills, the valleys, through the pains and the joys. We are amazed at what God has done and is doing and will do. But remember, people are more persuaded by the depths of your beliefs and emotions than all the logic and knowledge you possess about this business. Know for sure that we love people just as they are, but our expectations are high. This business is not for everyone. It could be, but in leadership, you will never please everyone. So we're going to get no's. We're going to get rejections. This is part of the process. And we're going to have to be thankful in everything. What you believe shows and can motivate you to keep on keeping on. See, Premier's future is bright. It can be the light in the darkness of our times. Are we perfect? No. We goof. But it's never intentional. These things I've shared with you are very important that you remember. After all, our business is hard work. Leadership is rewarding, but it carries much responsibility and accountability. Some of the secrets of building our business is believe in what you have to offer, sharing the opportunity with others. Booking more home shows are the road to success and are basic to your sponsoring and earnings, and people meeting their needs. Our first 11 years, we've learned a lot, but we're still learning. We have the best jewelers in leadership, plus our home team organization is strong. We're looking forward to the years ahead with anticipation and excitement. Of all the things I've asked you to remember, this is a must. God does not measure you or me by our success or numbers or possessions or title or position. We honor him when we tell the truth, keep our promises, do what is right, and work hard. Yes, we expect you to work hard and be involved. Remember, we have what people need: a dose of hope, money they can earn, friends they can make, acceptance, recognition, but much more. We can reaffirm their worth and value. And in America, we have so much. But most Americans lack the one thing that they need the most, is hope. It's not found in the toys and the things and the stuff and the wealth or in recognition. We have the answer, and Premier can be the pathway for many to find eternal hope. I pray you catch what I'm saying and share it. Then you be sure we hold on to our foundation principles and practices in the years ahead. The future years of Premier will be determined by the remembering of these things that I've shared. God will bless our efforts when we abide by the principles in the book. Our leaders are special. We appreciate you, and we're proud of you, and we trust you completely. Doing it the Premier way will never be easy. Anything that is worthwhile never is. Now let me close by sharing from the book, Galatians 6:4. Let everyone be sure that he is doing his very best, for then he will have personal satisfaction of work well done and won't need to compare himself with someone else. And verse 9, and let us not get tired of doing what is right, for after a while we will reap a harvest of blessings if we don't get discouraged and give up. Whenever we can, we should always be kind to everyone, and especially to our Christian brothers. Let's do it together. Continue to serve and give, trusting God for the results. I'd like you to watch this tape often so you'll remember the things I've shared to keep Premier the company it is today in the years ahead. Let's do it together.